I guess groupies have to handle barf really well.
Hi, welcome to Life Generally, hosted by me, Jen Lofstrom.
And me, Jen Tran.
We are Gen Squared, and this podcast is about life as a Gen.
Yay! Hey Jen, how's it going?
Pretty good. How about yourself, Jen?
I'm doing pretty good. How was your day?
You know, it was a nice day. I took the day to do some things, and, you know, I also figured out that I really like glittery lotions. I don't know if you...
Really?
Well, it's like back again, like the shimmer lotion.
Oh, I love...
Like Vaseline makes one that's a stick that you can put on.
Yeah.
So I keep it in my car, and it's just like gold. It's not multicolored or anything like that. But then I also have like a sunscreen that has...
Yeah.
It makes me feel like a fairy or something. So, you know, kind of magical, whimsical.
That's like early aught stuff, right?
It is, and I don't care. I'm bringing it back. Whatever brings me joy. It could be from the 90s, 80s, aughts.
Yeah.
If it's something that I liked when I was younger, then I'm just going to rock it.
So I think Trader Joe's has some type of shimmery stuff too.
Oh.
Like a sunscreen? No, a body shimmer thing. They're
I'll
in the
check it out.
yeah.
In
I'm
their
just
beauty area.
yeah, in the beauty
they have
area.
good
I'm like,
products, too.
oh. Also, did you know you can? Besties is too. You may know or you may not know. You can make like some type of shimmer body spray with baby oil and like your closest tone of your unused or blah tone of your eyeshadow. Smash it down. The eyeshadow, and then
Well, there's even those companies that make loose pigment that you can use for eyeshadow or blush or whatever. Like
I haven't seen those in forever. The loose
I'm
pigment.
probably dating myself. These things way
Oh man,
it's
I actually love those. Like, remember when Bare Minerals was like the predominant thing?
Oh yeah,
and
I
then
liked
the
Garden
kiosk-
Britannica. Like that was like wasn't that store that was in the mall? Maybe it's not Garden Britannica. It was like you could make your own perfume, and they had makeup there.
Oh,
I'm gonna.
I've never heard of
If
this.
they had one at the Valencia Town Center back in the 90s.
Valencia, woo!
And I would go there, and you could make your own like watermelon pistachio.
Wow, what a
perfume.
combination!
Yeah.
You must smell like a fairy.
I know. Yeah. And you would go, and I would just go and smell everything and then never buy anything. But
Oh,
yeah.
poor girl days.
It was right next to like the Natural Wonders store. So then
Oh.
I just go like listen to Enya. Like,
Oh, Enya, God. Speaking about Enya, so besties, today our special guest is Amy Horiuchi.
woo! She's one of our original besties.
Yes, I am so excited. Our original besties, the top 7.
Yeah, exactly. One of our first listeners.
So, besties, today is a special episode because we wanted to visit an icon, a legend, Billy Idol.
Yes.
Yes.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, exactly. There's a documentary on Hulu called
It's Billy Idol Should Be Dead.
Honestly, after watching this documentary, he should have been dead.
Yeah,
like
and he's
a boy.
Like over 9 lives.
Yeah, right. Like a cat, right?
Like more than 9 lives. Yeah.
Over, like
I didn't realize how many different, like, really scary situations he's been through. Health scares and accidents.
You don't understand how many, like, okay, sorry, before we jump on to this, 'cause there's a point of view where I'm all like, the drugs isn't enough to kill him,
Yeah. Well, that's also the 80s for you, but
Yeah. But when was the first time you guys heard a Billy Idol song? When and where? How old were you guys?
I mean, I've always loved music.
Mhm.
yeah.
Like growing up, we always had the radio on, or like my dad back in the day would tape Friday night videos.
Mhm.
And I
So
just
rad.
loved
I
it.
loved that because we could watch them.
But I remember just hearing it on the radio.
yeah.
And every time you'd go to a wedding, Moni Moni would, I mean, even to this day, like
Yeah.
that's one of the songs
I
that
need
gets
to write
everybody-
that down for my list.
It gets everybody. So yeah, I mean, I'd have to be like 3 or 4. Like 83, 84 was when.
Okay.
I was probably the same time, but I'm a couple years older than Amy. So, Amy's my cousin, so that's how we
Yeah.
how we got her. We scored her because I got cool genes. But I was, even though I was little, like I was probably like 4 or 5, we had MTV on at my house all the time because where I grew up, antenna TV didn't work, so we had to pay for cable. So we got MTV. So I remember him being like, "Oh, I want my MTV." And, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh, he's so cool! I want to be like Billy Idol." But I didn't turn out that way. But yeah, that's how I got introduced to him. And my parents listened to him a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and my parents had like put speakers in the wall, like big speakers, like you know,
Before surround sound.
they put them up in the they had like this high ceiling and they put the speakers in. We had this legit huge stereo system, and so we would just play it loud and dance in the living room. And a lot of times it was like Billy Idol and other 80s bands. Yeah.
I'm like picturing your family and family dancing together to Billy Idol.
We did.
Yeah.
Like my neighbor kids would come over and they would dance at our house, and even like in college, friends. I had a friend who went to a Christian school and they signed a contract that they couldn't dance. Like are
they Quakers?
No, I don't know. And so they signed a contract saying they can't dance while they're in college unless they're in a wedding party. But still,
what's wrong with dancing?
It was too sexual.
I could barely imagine if they heard like Boys and Men music back then.
I don't know.
Or
it's
R&B.
The college still might be the same way, but
oh my god,
my friends who went there would come over to my parents' house and dance secretly at our house because we were the heathens.
I wonder.
It was a fun time.
It was fun.
Like Jazzercise back then. Do you think Jazzercise would be dancing?
I think that they probably could count that as exercise because it has like size.
It's aerobics with dancing. So
or like if they Zumba or something.
Like,
yeah. I can like ballet dancers, jazz dancers, whatever. This is like.
I mean, they technically pole dancing's exercise.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think
for less
college would not probably approve of that. But yeah, so music and dancing were things that both Amy and I grew up with a lot of. Yeah.
Love music.
Yeah.
So the first time I heard Billy Idol, I think I was like 8 or 10. No, 7 or 8. So it might be early 90s, late 80s.
Okay.
On K-Rock. Definitely on K-Rock.
You're like, it wasn't on K-Earth now like it is?
Yeah, exactly. It's not on that.
K-Earth 101, the oldie station, plays
God.
80s and 90s now.
So weird.
They used to play the Beatles.
I miss the Motown they would play,
they did have a lot of Motown. Yeah. But now it's our age group. But
so my family, my immediate family, we weren't like a dancing family. So I would be hearing this, and I think it was White Wedding.
Right.
Was his first song, and I was like, I didn't like it that much till later when I was in high school.
I almost got kicked out of a karaoke bar for singing that song.
Were you wailing it out?
Because I can do the start again. Yeah. It's like I can do that whole like.
Oh yeah, belting.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that part.
For this one place we went to was a Thai food place in LA, and their system cut out when I did that.
Why?
They said I broke it because I was too loud.
Or you weren't Filipino.
Yeah, they actually had a guy that would come in who was Elvis, but he was Thai. So Thai Elvis would dance and stuff.
Did you ask for some Billy Idol? Like,
that's the song you requested, right?
I sang White
No,
Wedding.
for him. Hey, you sing Billy Idol. See if he blows out the speakers.
He could barely sing Elvis. But yeah, they were like, "You do that one more time." And I'm like the chill person who wasn't drinking or doing anything.
Yeah, you were like, "I'm sober, dude."
I'm the sober.
I'm
the designated driver. I can't help that you have a bad karaoke system. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that part. Oh my god.
Right goes, pick it up.
Yeah. Oh, like that part's like, "Hey, little sister," and then it goes, and then it hits that crescendo, and I'm all like, "Oh, Christian."
It's such a good build-up.
Yeah, such a good build-up. Any crescendo and long belting notes in any song for me, I love to do because like in so much like fire under that, and you don't necessarily need to be a great singer, but you do want to be a good singer when you're belting it out.
Right. But it also, like, it's kind of a release of emotion.
Exactly.
Right? Like, it kind of just we've all like probably rolled down our windows and sang songs really loud while driving around.
I do not
Yeah.
sing with my windows down.
What?
Because I remember when I was a kid, I would even harass people who were singing with their windows
If someone harasses me, I really don't care.
Oh no, I was just like, what do you think you are? A singer? And then, I was such a shitty person.
Like a punk.
Yeah. But like, I don't want to hear this. Let's enjoy the music. You're not good. And this, like, I had years of classical training. I wasn't a singer, but I'm not like, I know notes. If you're not hitting the notes that you're singing along to, don't sing, please.
Oh,
Just
man.
don't.
People in high school used to get mad at me because I would sing the echoes too, or like the.
Oh, that's just harassing
and they
people.
were like, you could only sing the one area. Like, that's a backup thing. And I'm like, I can do it all. Like,
Let me do it all. I am
Yeah.
American Idol. Or like, I am like Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan.
We had a scion that was brown, and I called it Shaka Scion.
His names were gone.
I always name them after musicians.
But yeah. Oh, well, I love that. Okay, besties, if you haven't seen the documentary, Billy Idol Should Be Dead on Hulu, if you haven't seen it, this is a spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. If you have not seen it, we are going to be spoiling this documentary. So, but if you like spoilers, please continue on.
Right, or you can save it for later and listen when you've done it.
Yeah.
Talking about that time, like, obviously most people know who Billy Idol is. Most people know him as like a punk, a tough guy, a rock star. But it was really interesting in the beginning because they'd start to talk about the London punk scene where he started out. And I thought that he was part of Generation X. Yeah, so it starts out with the 70s with Billy Idol.
Teenage Billy Idol.
Not even, actually, his name's not Idol, actually.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they...
William Broad,
yes.
That is such a regular name.
That's his dad's name.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. So, and he wanted to be in the punk scene, but the interesting thing about it is that he actually was middle class, and his friend who played the guitar that he musically connected with, they were both middle class. And in London, being middle class and being punk, like, that wasn't possible because the punk scene was supposed to be dirty, it's supposed to be gritty, it's supposed to be the people that are hard to like make men's meet, kind of.
So
like,
are you
rebels.
saying I would be like the unemployed?
Well,
the lower class?
At that time, they had a lot of
Unemployment, yeah.
And there was a lot of strife.
Yeah.
And so the punk scene and also like part of the spin-off of the ska, all of that kind of stuff was coming together because it was actually people were rebelling against the system that was in England, and they were rebelling against like not having jobs and the factories being closed. And so this was all like political stuff, but it was all based on economics.
Yeah.
And so they had to find a way to be authentic, but also like to fit in. And that's kind of where the persona came in.
Do you think that we're, as of current day, we're experiencing that, like the younger generations having a more difficult time finding jobs? Like, do you think right now we have a resurgence of the punk scene? It might be a different class of music, we don't know. Like a new Billy Idol.
Well, the punk scene's definitely always been there.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's so many punk bands. My brother is a huge punk rock, like loves NoFX, Bad Religion.
Right.
And a lot of these bands made it because of those predecessors like Sex Pistols.
Yeah.
And, Buzzcocks and all that. So like
Dolls
just
and-
all, So, and the Ramones.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely always been more known as an underground type scene.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to know, like, if a lot more young people today are.
There are some
gravitating
new
towards-
punk bands out there,
Yeah.
like Turnstile. They are out right now, and we saw them when we went to a punk concert show that your brother actually was at, and they're really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of their songs, which is it's like Fly Like Birds or something like that. They play it actually at the Anaheim Ducks hockey games because it's talking about like birds stay together. Yeah, so we could look into punk more later too. Yeah, but there's still new punk coming out.
Yeah.
And old punk is
It's still
still
there.
alive
Yeah.
and kicking.
I feel like old punk is still, it still sounds so
And
good.
it's still relevant.
Yeah, like,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just so interesting because, you know, I knew he was in Generation X.
I actually did not know that.
You didn't know that?
The music of Generation X, honestly, it sounds way more timeless than.
It is.
Yeah.
It's put together really well. And the Billy Idol separate albums are, you know, they feature him more than anything else.
Yeah.
Whereas Generation X, you can hear a lot more of the instruments and there's a lot. It's a band versus a solo act.
Yeah, and also
Yeah.
like you could feel the, as you said, the togetherness of the band, right?
right.
Not the dude.
Yeah.
And yeah, exactly. The man, the bra.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know, something about like when a band works together and they sound together, it seems so timeless versus like a solo act does something.
I
It
kind of
can
broke my
be.
heart when him and what was his name?
His
Was it Tony
guitars.
James? The two that went.
Oh, his original?
Yeah.
Yeah. His original
when
dude.
those two kind of went on their own. It was the guy that wrote "Dancing with Myself."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those two, and it was like kind of such a bummer when the record company wanted more of
Of
just
Billy.
Billy than him, because it's like those two collaborated so well. They had started out together.
Yeah,
They
that's
were
it. His
Generation X
best
together.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
So
yeah, they were like each other's muses for music.
Yeah.
And that's what happens especially at that time in that industry. But you know, they want one star, and if they can have one person, it's cheaper than paying for a whole band. And
That's sad. Like, I felt at that moment he betrayed his friend. You know, like,
I did too. Yeah.
but even so, like,
yeah.
obviously in the band when they were describing Gen X, so there was two dudes, the two other dudes that were working class, poorer than the other two guys, and they had their thing going on, right? And obviously the band, it kind of felt like it's like poor people versus middle class people.
Yeah, there was a rift.
There was a rift, which is unfortunate, but man, they could have made such great music still if
Well,
they
yeah.
sustained it, but
Right.
whatever. But even so, like, okay, so that part, they broke up. Now you have your best friend and you, and the record company's like, I want you, Billy Idol. Your best friend got to go, which is, I don't know. That's such a slap in the face. That's like 4 years of like, this is hardcore friendship
Yeah.
gone, you know?
It's sad when that happens.
Yeah, and I think part of that also was kind of due to the videos, to music videos. Like,
Yeah.
when they say video killed the radio star, like
Yeah.
that is, I think that, you remember the commercials, or if you didn't remember, you saw them in the documentary, but it was like, oh, I want my MTV, and I remember that vividly. I remember those commercials. I would pump my hand and fist in the air like I was a punk, even though I was just a
kid.
with blonde pigtails. But yeah, so like I think that culturally, as at least in the US a lot, before MTV went to Europe, if they had people who were just that one singular person that was really interesting. I mean, they had some bands, obviously, like Duran Duran and all those kind of new wave bands.
Yeah.
But I think that being the head person of a band, you get more, obviously, if you're a lead singer, you get more attention.
Yeah.
And then if you're solo, then you've got it all. Like, all lights are on you.
Yeah, I guess. It's like Destiny's Child and Beyonce was the result
yeah,
of.
like when you say like, oh, the bands are always better than the solos, but I would probably think like, I'm going to go back to the 90s and say like Hootie and the Blowfish, who I liked. I had craft review.
Darius is great.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Darius on his own, Rucker, he is fantastic.
Really?
Oh yeah, he sings amazing country songs, and
Uh-huh.
it's like new country. It's like kind of poppy country.
Okay.
But his voice is amazing, and he's really good. Like you can listen to it on a road trip, and you don't miss the Blowfish because you've got.
It's like Gwen Stefani, no
Well,
doubt,
I
and
was
Gwen
gonna
Stefani.
say,
Yeah.
that's probably the one that I got most bummed about. Was,
Yeah.
because I love No Doubt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's
I mean,
She was
Gwen is like super talented too, but there's just something like with them together, and I love that they're at the Sphere right now.
Uh-huh.
Performing. But
yeah.
yeah, that one really bummed me.
Yeah.
I love No Doubt.
Yeah.
I like them better than just her being.
I actually like that band together.
Tragic
more than
Kingdom
solo.
is like
Yeah.
one of my favorite albums.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Pivotal album of our youth. Yeah.
But before we move on, Billy Idol's look back then, I don't know if he's the guy that inspired anime characters to look like that, or anime comics, manga comics inspired him to make that look.
You know, it is very much
wow,
a cartoonish kind of
Yeah,
look.
exactly.
And they show pictures of him with brunette hair before, like a brunette
Yeah,
hair.
when
and
he
like a
was
bowl cut.
natural.
Like,
Yeah, and he looks like a real person.
Like a beetle almost at the time. And I was like,
He wore
that's not
spectacles.
him. But yes. But, you know, he created that persona and he created that image.
Yeah.
Which was a very 80s thing to do, by the way, to have like a persona and an image. Like if you think about Cyndi Lauper and
It was all
Yeah.
performative.
yeah. And so, but I didn't realize that that was a persona for him. For me, he was a badass punk, and he had crazy blonde hair, and he wore leather jackets and no shirts.
Studs.
And that's
Yeah.
just what he did. That's his everyday wear. Like you wear sweatpants, he wears a leather jacket. You know. So when I'm watching the documentary and they're like, yes, like he brought in these fashions and he was doing these things to create, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder who was his stylist. Like, okay, obviously Gen X, they were doing their own styling. These kids do not have money. They were like, what, 17 to
Yeah.
like 21
And they
or
were
whatever.
recording on their own and
Yeah, so
everything.
there was very independent back underground scene, right? Obviously, you won't have money for a stylist. But when he came to America, I'm just like,
Who was he inspired by?
I don't,
Gotta
yeah,
be
exactly.
someone.
It has to be
Yeah.
someone.
I mean, the Pistols were mentioned definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Buzzcocks.
I saw
Susie and the
Buzzcocks live
Banshees, The
last year.
Clash. I mean, that all was like.
And they were all kind of wearing different, like, kind of. Susie and the Banshees was a little more goth,
a little
and
more goth. New
Buzzcocks were more new wave and punk.
hmm
Yeah, so it is. I'm sure he got inspired by other people in the scene. You know,
And the original band was Chelsea. Then it went to Generation X, and then from
That-
there.
and the name Chelsea.
So-
I mean, I know that's a city out there, but
Mhm.
like Gen X is.
Yeah, I think Gen X would be a
it's such, like,
stronger.
stronger name, right? And it's the name of a generation too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And I think he's on the verge of. He's like the latter. I have to look at his date of or his birth year.
he might
again.
technically be a boomer.
But yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
on that cusp of
Yeah.
that boomer.
But he
Generation X, but
he
it definitely-
he's one of the voices of Gen
Yeah,
X.
and it definitely like. I mean, that's the generation that grew up with him. You know,
Hmm.
watching him on MTV.
Okay, so his guitarist was named Steve Stevens, I think.
Okay, so was it Steve then?
Yeah,
And
that's
Steve
the one that they connected with. That's what my notes say. And like
I'm glad you're fact checking.
I just like I pulled these things, but you know, he actually kind of created that specific space age guitar sound. And
Yeah,
that's
even-
what Billy Idol is known for.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is when he went to America, right?
Right,
So
yeah.
Steve Steven. Okay. This is what I really liked about that interview about him.
Yeah.
That he's like, just give me a chance, man. Like, it's kind of like almost begging versus like, you know, Billy Idol has his attitude like, you don't need me to tell you to give me a chance. You already know, you know,
Yeah.
versus this guy who's like, I know I'm just a quiet dude,
Right.
but I can play guitar, you know, type of deal, and just give me a chance. Let me just fit in. And honestly, I love his guitar playing, face melts, all this stuff. Very, very technical. I'm not entirely sure if he was classically trained, but he is a very talented guitar player for sure.
And I didn't even know about him when I listened to Billy Idol.
Yeah, I just
didn't
think
know,
of
'cause
Billy
all
Idol.
you saw was Billy Idol.
Yeah.
You didn't see a band behind him.
Yeah.
And I never saw him live, so I didn't, I just didn't know that. So I like that part of the documentary where you can see like, oh, this is like a musical partner and big influence for his sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was really interesting to me too. Like it just, I think right now, 80s are coming back so much. 80s, 90s, like
Mhm.
the
Nostalgia.
nostalgia is here, and so he feels forever his same age. I know that he actually is a grandfather.
Yeah,
we
he's
find out.
maybe in his 70s.
Yeah, he's
60s, 70s.
He's older, but
Yeah.
he's still the same like cool chill dude, although he's not doing drugs now, so that's helpful.
He's probably on a vegan diet.
Probably.
Taking vitamins.
He's in LA.
Yeah. He, it's just like super interesting when you, I don't know. Like I said, I just thought his persona was him, and I thought that and he just represented so much of the scene in the 80s. So to find out that he stylized himself, and then he had a guitar player that helped him with the sound. It was enlightening to me. It also made me feel like, oh man, I really didn't research anything. I just listened to the music. I like to dig in sometimes and learn more about, the history and the band members. So
absolutely.
So let's talk about the drug scene for
Lord.
Billy Idol.
There's a bunch of drug stuff.
There in the documentary, and also on his interviews, it just sounds like most of the time he was blasted.
Yeah, it's a trigger warning. If you don't want to hear about intoxication, then you might want to skip this little part. But it was a big part of him. He didn't actually drink or do drugs before he went into music.
In the
he was kind of straight edge.
Yeah,
before straight edge was a thing.
Yeah.
And he had to start. He felt like he had to start doing it to make himself
have more energy and
look like the part, fit the part.
I don't know. To fit the part, he did look like he had more energy, and he did admit the drugs are catching up. And
he was taking heroin.
Yeah, he was taking coke. He was taking everything. I'm pretty sure. He was drinking till his liver should be replaced. He's heroin, cocaine, whatever. I am so shocked that this guy is alive.
Well, he almost OD'd a couple of times.
Yeah,
the first one nobody knew about. What was it, 1981?
Yeah, it was early in his career.
It was early. And that's when, actually, I think it was 81 is when he started doing more of got into heroin and stuff, and then 84 is when that OD happened, the first one.
It's
really scary.
I kind of blame his secretary or his manservant, whoever
his handler,
because they even talk about, they describe the story when they went to Thailand and oh god, they totally got blasted, and I'm just like, oh my gosh.
I mean, the fact that they made it back alive is a miracle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just back alive and not arrested. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's one thing is not arrested and back alive. And at the time, he was married to his longtime,
they never married,
partner.
But
he was in a committed relationship.
What was her name again?
I think she's from Hot Gossip. That was the band that she was in. They met in 1979. And oh man, she went through a lot with him. So much. I mean,
I like though that she's honest, because she's like, he wasn't faithful to me and I wasn't faithful to him.
Yeah.
They were a poly relationship.
Right. Basically that was poly, right? Yeah. But she did, she went through the ringer with him.
Yeah. Even it's very sweet. Oh, FYI, she was also in the White Wedding video. She's the one with her ring, when she's
with the barbed wire ring.
And that's real blood. I remember watching that documentary a long time ago about making of this video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's her blood.
Was it pop-up video or
pop-up
video? Yeah.
I miss pop-up.
I know. Where's the H one?
I know.
I wish they played music videos.
I do too. And actually they talk about that in the documentary, that the MTV came to them and was like, we need more music, we need more content.
I don't care, just make it happen. Yeah.
So for that video, they got a director the day before, and then they just he was like, I want to be the Invisible Man. And he put this gray gauze around himself and then unveiled it.
He was trying to be artistic. I'm all so avant-garde.
To me, that was weird. Okay, the barbed wire ring, the wedding dress, all that stuff made sense to me.
Yeah, that sounded rock and roll.
Yeah. And it was, the song talks about that kind of stuff. So that's cool.
All performance.
Right.
Yeah.
But
he was playing
the great gauze.
He was hamming up the camera.
Yeah. And people ate it up. Obviously,
totally.
any of his videos. And I think that's also partially why he was so successful, though, because those people who were on MTV in the early days, they would just kept playing him over and over again because they didn't have enough music videos.
Yeah.
So that's
you had Madonna, Romeo Void,
and look at some of those videos. Some of them are real cheesy and real slapped together, but it was because they just needed to do something.
Made in somebody's garage.
Probably.
Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. If you see Video Killed a Radio Star, that video is random. And but you know, like Take On Me, that was one that was a real
that was
like,
heavy
animation.
production. That one 100% thought out, like
that one
fully
was not just slapped
fleshed
together.
Yeah.
And a lot of Michael Jackson's, when he was starting to do like all the Thriller and kind of like the extended videos.
Oh, the high production ones,
like those
I mean, they got
were
huge directors too with some of these.
Yes.
Oh, the Thriller videos.
I mean, like the Freedom 90 video, it's probably one of my favorite videos from George Michael. I mean, and that's a huge director.
And it had all the models in it too.
It had all the models.
Yeah.
David, oh my God. It's not David Lynch, but
who was the director of it?
Yeah. He's a famous director. Anyways, he directed Freedom 90. And just, you know, you get those huge, like, you know, those huge directors and stuff. They do such a great job.
Yeah, it's David Fincher.
Yeah. He directed that. So, yeah, it's pretty amazing. But also there were some bands like, another really good documentary is the Yacht Rock documentary on HBO Max.
Oh,
so good.
And
have you seen that?
You know,
I've seen it.
Yeah. And Toto, I mean, the lead singer of Toto, like he said, he's like, you know, we did not like to perform or do video. We don't want to be hammy. We want to perform.
They
we
want their music to speak for itself.
So like they're more of a live.
Yeah.
They don't want to do videos.
But,
so I think that's why a lot of bands, you know, just.
But don't you remember, like, I can't believe the music video was a new concept in the 80s, even though they had recorded videos of music of these people playing on talk shows.
Yeah, a lot of times it was live performance.
Yeah, a lot of it was like
Ed Sullivan show.
Like real talent versus today's talents, you know, there's a voiceover and, you know, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. It was a
or
lot
if, like, if they were on like a talk show, like doing a live performance, that would be like what the video would be.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really what it was.
Yeah, they were just filmed performances that they were doing for something else usually.
Yeah. The testament to like the talent back then and now, it's you know. But back to the drugs.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, what came first, you know? Did Billy Idol's persona come first, or did the drugs come first? And they kind of came together, and it just, he was consistently taking different drugs, trying to get off of a drug, so he was taking a heavier drug.
Oh my gosh.
And I think that, right, like you said, there's a lot of interviews where they show him, and he's
admitting it too. He's not even like hiding it.
He's talking about it.
And you know what was a funny part? So what? The 80s was like the Reagan era or something like that.
Say no to drugs.
Yeah, I am so shocked. MTV has this dude on the air. Yeah, I just smoked some cocaine and just fucked some girls. It's all like, are you? What? No media training back then.
No, he had no media training, and that was also like part of the reason why he was kind of like a loose cannon when it came to interviews and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he also was trying to be a badass. So
100% the persona sold for sure.
Yeah.
But I felt so bad on his parents, you know, like this is middle class people.
His dad didn't understand his music at all.
Yeah.
His dad always was like calling people in the band and asking where Billy was.
I know that, which is a sign of like, really, you don't need to understand your kid. That's fine. But like finding out where your kid is because you're concerned, that shows real love.
Like in the 80s, I was like, whoa, that's so sweet. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Versus like, you do you.
My
I
parents
do
would be
me.
like, hey, you know, the lights come on the street. You could come home or give me a call. You know,
exactly.
I think it was when his dad came to New York. And it was after one of his ODs, I think. And he said he had gotten sober for a few weeks when his dad was out. And that was really like touching, you know, like, and it really meant a lot to him that his dad was able to spend that time with him. And
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like this kid who comes from this very loving family versus like true punk rock people who
a lot of times there's a lot of dysfunction,
abuse, whatever the situation is.
They're on their own as a teenager.
Typically they do not
have a family support system.
Exactly. Like most of their songs are really pure anger and rage and resentment, you know, like you can feel the desperation,
right,
you know,
like
versus
a broken home. His parents were married, like highly educated.
And I think this is why his voice felt very full. Like, you know, in Janis Joplin's, even though Janis Joplin's voice is very, You know, you could feel something missing in the tone of her voice, right? No matter, like, she is technically very good, but you knew there's something missing. There's something that you're trying to figure out. But with Billy, full range voice, like, there isn't anything missing. There is something, there's something else.
It
you know?
resonates for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I agree. I think that he has a very rich, deep voice, which I like.
Yeah.
And it's even though he's a rocker and he's supposed to be a rebel and all that, but he still feels approachable, which is kind of.
You think so?
I think I think if you ran into him somewhere, I mean, he might.
No, approachable today or approachable back in the 80s?
I think he would, but in the 80s, maybe not. Depends on if you're a hot babe or not. But
oh yeah, I guarantee you, if you're not hot, you're not in Billy's eye.
I think I feel like I ran into him now, he'd be like talking about his grandkids.
Oh yeah,
and, like
hands down.
He's like a family guy now. You know, and I mean, he feels really lucky. I love when he talks about that, when he touches on that,
me too.
and he talks about how he feels lucky that he survived.
Yeah,
because he had that huge motorcycle accident.
Yeah, in LA.
Yeah. And like did he break his back? Like,
no, he broke his leg. There's a big gash in his leg.
Yeah, and he was supposed to be in a movie, and he couldn't.
Terminator 2.
Yes, he was going to be Terminator 2.
Yes, he was supposed to be the police officer.
Yeah.
T-1000 or something.
Yeah. But I'm like, I cannot believe that guy was supposed to be T-1000. Like T-1000. Oh, who's the actor who played T-1000?
I can't remember.
Yeah, he's been in so many things.
Yeah, he's so many things, and he's a very recognizable face and stuff like that.
Could you imagine if it was Billy Idol?
I don't even know if Billy Idol can even act.
That's the funny thing that his family was saying that he admitted.
He really.
That movie that was it, The King of Death or whatever.
Oh yeah.
It was supposed to be made and it fell through.
Yeah, he was getting all of the stuff together because he would just go and pitch it to people, but he had no experience with it, and they were like, "Okay, if Billy Idol wants to do it, we're gonna do it."
Yeah, and it was almost like it was gonna go, and then his manager Bill kind of like threw it under the bus, and that's how it got dropped. But otherwise, it would have been made because it was gonna get, you know.
No, wasn't it somebody? I don't know. It was a manager.
His manager Bill.
But yeah, his manager. I don't think he threw it under the bus. I think he wanted to self-fund it or something. Somebody wanted to self-fund it.
He found out about it and was upset.
Oh, he was,
and was like,
well, because it's going to take him away from music. Yep. And the other thing is sometimes when, especially at that time, when someone made a jump from one genre to the next, like acting to music or music, it doesn't always translate well. And like sometimes like you become an actor and you're like, oh, they're like, oh, he's not that tough. He's an actor.
Well,
you know,
how about Tina Turner, the queen of rock?
Oh man, I love music.
I know she, you know, Under the Thunderdome.
Yeah. Oh man, she was so good.
Yeah. She like.
But I think that was later in her career, though.
Yeah,
she had been, you know, she was in
15, 20 years in the biz. Yeah.
And 70s, she had different versions of herself. And so I think that was definitely, for her, it was like, hey, why not? Like, at that point, I don't know how old she was. Was she in her 50s or something?
No, 40, 50s. Yeah. But I remember, like, it was kind of like she was becoming irrelevant, and then that movie brought her back.
That did like kind of rejuvenate her career.
Yeah. It's like,
so for some people it can, right?
Yeah.
Like I think if Billy Idol started something now, it would probably gain some traction.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I know.
Oh come on, he could be like in a new Labyrinth. Like,
do not know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too creepy. I would be like,
I think it would depend on what it would be, but I think if he really wanted to get into it, I think I mean, you could see him in something like, say, The Boys.
Yeah.
Easily. That.
Yeah. Oh, it's super violent. I know. I love it.
I know it's super violent, but I'm excited about it.
You know, you could see him like in something like that. Or,
I could. And even if he was in a movie. He's one of my favorite movies.
Which one is it?
He's in The Wedding Singer.
Yes.
He plays himself.
I love that. And I was really hoping they were going to mention that because,
they didn't.
You know, he was still doing stuff, but like that Cyberpunk album that they talk about towards the end of the documentary, you know, it didn't really do well. And it was kind of around that time, you know, a few years later where he was in The Wedding Singer. Because when he was in The Wedding Singer, I was like, where has he been?
So,
you know, after 91, it was like...
He disappeared.
Yeah. So, I loved...
So I didn't know he had a final, you know, not a final album, but like the Cyberpunk album. And
it wasn't on your radar.
It wasn't ever on my radar till the documentary. And the lead singer of Fall Out Boy, Pete not Pete. Oh man, what's his name? Patrick Stump. I love this guy. I don't. So sad I can't remember his name, but Patrick.
You respect him as an artist.
Even when they first came out, his voice oh my god, it's like it has this like, even though they're considered a rock band or new alternative.
Yeah.
Like I really think his voice can't even do a musical because he has that full tone voice that can carry out, right? Like I think he's a real talent. But so they feature him on the doc Patrick, and he was defending Cyberpunk,
the album,
and he's all like artist to artist type of deal, right? And I'm all like, okay, Patrick thinks this album was great, let me take a listen to it. Oh man,
we both listened to it.
I think it was before its time.
It was, but it was also like, I feel like someone went in and edited out some of the stuff because it was like watered down from what it was supposed to be.
Oh man, okay. When I think of cyberpunk, I think of particularly the cyber part. You're in the future, right? New wave-ish, something, AFI-ish, almost, right? If his album sounded like AFI, I would consider that almost cyberpunk. But it just like his voice is very. I'm sorry, Billy Idol fans and stuff. I think his voice is still stuck in like.
I think that's why it didn't do well.
Rock.
Because it was too. It was
like rock of the 70s.
From his, and so like. But the thing is, if you think about it, like I mentioned Bowie earlier, but like Bowie, did Ziggy Stardust, and he had different evolutions of himself. Madonna had different evolutions.
But you could see even the tonation of the voice is changing, and also like it is going. The music is evolving. I just felt like his voice did not evolve. It stayed in like a rock and roll 70s, right?
Yeah.
And then the tone, like the acoustics and stuff, was just like. It was trying to get there, but something stopped it. I don't know if it's whether it's his taste in music or like the sound, but I'm all like, he needed to get a better producer.
Think he could re-record that album, and it would probably be very interesting now with all of the different stuff that's out.
I don't know.
He collaborated with some of the right people. I think it could happen.
Like Nile Rodgers,
dude.
Nile Rodgers too, but like
some Def Punk.
Like honestly, like I think now if they came up with something, I think it could totally happen.
What did Niles talk about in the documentary when he was talking about Billy Idol?
Well, it's funny because they were at a club. I think it was when they were in Japan. I think they were at a club there, and David Bowie was there.
Oh, they weren't in Japan. They were in New York.
They were in New York.
Okay.
And David Bowie was like sitting there, and so like Niall and him were like just
these up and coming kids, and then like they wanted to meet him, but Niles was so scared because he didn't know what to do, and then Billy just threw up, and then the conversation happens.
I think
David just like, it looks like it's Tuesday. Throw up on my shirt,
No big deal.
Barfed up.
I know. Horrified. I would just been like, please, David Bowie, barf on me. So be equal.
Yeah. I don't know how you would ever come back from it.
Exactly. I don't know, but they became besties, and the outcome, that's so funny. Your origin story is of being besties. Oh, I barf in this dude, but like, and that immediately we became besties.
I mean, Nile Rodgers really has collaborated with like so many artists, like Bowie, Duran.
Oh, I love
Daft Punk. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, and he was in Chic, right?
He was in Chic. Yeah, I mean, he's so talented.
It's interesting when he talks, I like listening because I feel like he just was like, he was the fly on the wall everywhere that you just didn't know was there.
Yeah.
I think this is what makes him such a great producer. It's like he's observing culture, to inspire the music. And that's why I think that's why he is great being that way.
He also has just this like
great style.
Like he could bring soul to any genre, and you're like, wow, that's you can listen to a song and go, Nile Rodgers is part of that.
Yeah.
And his voice doesn't have to be in it, like because he just has that vibe that follows him.
One of the best.
Yeah, and I think that probably was kind of like what you're saying about Billy Idol with the cyberpunk. Like he has that vibe that follows him, but if it's too different,
How cool would this be? Trent Reznor,
Oh,
Niall,
Trent is so good.
Daft Punk, like collaborating with Billy Idol. Like that would
let's make this
pretty
happen. Come on, besties, hook it up.
Besties, if you can make this happen,
Oh man,
please.
that'd be amazing.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I would love that.
I mean, if there's another Tron movie, like
yeah, that's a good idea.
that would be like.
Another Tron
Great.
movie with better. Oh my god.
I wanted to also add something that kind of was interesting because one of the guys, I don't know if it was like a producer or somebody that had worked with Billy, had said how it was kind of like he helped inspire like Nirvana. But I was talking to my husband, and I feel like Billy kind of inspired the glam rock of the 80s.
100. Yes.
Cinderella,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he
You
was
know,
starting to wear makeup and stuff.
Guns N'
before-
Roses.
before other-
Vixen.
Yeah.
yeah, Guns
Like-
N' Roses for
Yeah.
sure too.
I just feel like he was that one that was like right there
Yeah.
in the 80s, right before that was starting to happen.
Yes.
yeah,
You know, to then
For sure. Hands down.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
guy influenced that type of style for sure.
glam
oh yeah,
rock.
and like the tight pants, leather pants, and no shirt.
Sure, yeah.
like
Yeah.
I agree with that
it's a
too.
total glam
Yeah, the,
type vibe.
I
Yeah.
can see Nirvana being inspired by his sound.
I could
Yeah.
see
I think
Nirvana
Nirvana-
being inspired by Gen X.
Well, yeah,
but
more
not,
punk. Yeah,
yeah,
more the punk for sure.
but not
Yeah.
Billy Idol, because I feel like Cobain
Because,
did
like,
not give a crap about that.
Alternative / grunge was more,
Punk rock.
It was like a slower punk.
yeah,
really,
it was
yeah.
like a more rock
Garage
version
rock.
of
yeah,
punk rock in
it
a
was
way.
an evolution of it. Yeah,
I mean, it's definitely more alternative.
the
Yeah.
lead
But
singer
yeah,
from Green Day talks about that too in the documentary.
yeah, like Green Day to me seems like they would over Nirvana would definitely be more inspired by Billy Idol.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
hands
and
down.
they said Generation X
Next-
too. Like,
yeah.
were, like
Even
huge
I
influence
feel-
for them.
The lead singer in Green Day kind of looks like
Billy.
Billy in a way,
He's
like
Billy also.
it's
Billy.
Billy versus Billy. It's like blonde hair Billy, dark hair Billy.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I'm all like, oh, maybe he inspired his look because he does have Billy from Green Day.
yeah, Billy
Um,
Armstrong.
Yeah, has that look of Billy Idol, but
His own version of
His
it.
own-
but
yeah, his own
but
version.
It's definitely it's a vibe. It's a spin-off of it for sure.
Yeah.
so okay. Talking about Billy Idol's look. Okay, we knew he loves open vest shirts, tight leather pants, and stuff like that.
Right.
Growing up, and even not now, but maybe 4 weeks before, I didn't feel the sex appeal of Billy Idol. But when I saw the doc and seeing young Billy till even like
I mean, he was
90s
definitely oozing.
oh
sex.
yeah, this guy's like oozing sex
Totally.
like everywhere. Like there's a piece of music. What girl can say no, and what guy could say no? You know?
I don't. Yeah, but like, think about if he was with that many people. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
that's so risky to sleep with someone
what-
who's like,
Been with 1,000 people.
yeah.
You know.
I don't know. But yeah, I think his attitude and his look and his voice made him sexy to me. I like if I saw him in regular clothes and he was just out there, he just looked like a dude to me. But
What is regular clothes? He's like, I don't think he wears regular clothes.
I don't know. I've never seen him in regular
I don't know.
clothes.
Even the wedding singer, I'm all like, can you just wear some sweatpants and look like a normal person?
You know, he was totally idled out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm all like, does this guy wear sweatpants? Or it's like, I am Billy and I wear leather pants. This is what I do.
I
Type
don't
of deal.
know. I mean,
Like-
as far as I know, he showers in them. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I know. Who
He
knows?
sleeps in them as his pajamas.
Exactly.
You know.
He has a set of pajama leather. I'm like just picturing him like sleeping in his leather pajama pants, shirtless, right? That's all. And like maybe thong.
I mean, like I know in Rock the Cradle of Love,
Mhm.
that's like a bedroomy kind of thing. Like there's a lot of sexual innuendo, but I don't know. I think he was just wearing leather pants. I don't think.
Well, it was weird because he's more like on a TV screen in that video.
Yeah.
Singing,
Yeah.
because that was after his injury. And then, it's funny because, so that's like 91.
Mhm.
He's definitely more of a motorcycle dude than the punk rocker that we saw.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that was
so,
that
like,
was definitely a change.
he's
there.
not wearing, like, he's still wearing the leather, but like, it's a little bit different. So, yeah.
I don't know. Actually, when I'm thinking about it, if I saw him drugged up, I don't think I would be able to like.
No, I would not. I'm not attracted to people who are
drugged up, and yeah, I would have been like, no,
inebriated.
close the door.
Yeah, like,
I will see you at concerts. But those chicks or those people who are partying with him and having threesomes, foursomes,
as long as they don't
fivesomes.
mind that he might barf on them because he barfed on Bowie. So
I know that's what, yeah. He probably. Oh my gosh, could you imagine
I mean, but groupies are a thing,
Yeah.
I mean, there's just.
Can you? I guess groupies have to handle barf really well. You know what I mean?
Look at like Almost Famous, Penny Lane,
yeah,
Kate Hudson's character.
Uh-huh.
Like they just follow them on the trip. So yeah, the things they see, with these guys.
I feel bad for his life partner or girl
Yeah.
partner.
are they still together? No.
No.
Did he have his kids with her?
His
his
son, his one son.
Yeah.
His
He
middle
found out
son.
later he
Yeah.
had another son.
Right.
Oh yeah, let's talk
But
about
like
that.
right
Yeah.
around the same age.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess he has an older son, right? That he didn't know about, and then he shows up later when his son was like in his
He
20s.
did a 23andMe.
Yeah, he did.
Because he never knew who his dad was.
Yeah.
And
Could you imagine that? You're just like, hey, I'm doing a 23andMe. Wait, Billy Idol is my dad.
Dad? Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not my real dad. Yeah.
his sister, which is Billy's daughter, was
The youngest.
was listed, and then that's how he found out that
Yeah.
Billy Idol was his dad. Yeah.
Yeah, how sad. I kind of feel sad for the dad that raised him. This is the oldest son who did the 23andMe's. Like his mom. At the same time, don't get me wrong. I know, like, it must have been so frightening for his mom to be pregnant with someone else's kid and not really know, and just like. But at the same time, as the dad, like, who raised him, but like, you're not my son.
Yeah, so Brant is the son. William Wolfbroad is the one he had with Perry.
Okay.
And then Bonnie was the one, because we find out in the documentary when William is born, he has a thing with another lady. And
Oh yeah, the
Perry
side
could
piece.
hear it on the baby monitor. His
Yeah.
conversation with the girl he was with.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Bonnie's
And then
mom.
he would irate on him because she was, yeah.
I can
Yeah.
imagine. He
Just
probably
had
has
a
more
baby.
kids.
Yeah. Just had a baby. Like, oh my gosh.
I bet you there's more kids
Well,
out
think
there.
about it, like,
Could
the
be.
lead singer of Aerosmith, like Steven Tyler, right? And
Well,
Liv
yeah.
Tyler
Liv didn't know.
he was her father. He actually, her
Her mom,
older.
yeah.
mom was married to another.
No, they-
was with another rock star. And
They,
they said it was-
no. They were together. He was just like, this is not my thing. I don't want to have family. And then her and the other rock star was like, the guy rock star was all like, let's do it. Let's just have a family, raise this kid.
Yeah.
And I'm all like, that guy's a hero, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And then, Liv Tyler, like, that's my dad,
Had
type
no
of deal.
idea.
That was
Yeah.
insane. Like,
And it's so funny how Mia and Liv look so much alike.
exactly.
And
I'm all like,
Yeah.
it's the girl version.
yeah.
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 So, but whatever.
Yeah. I think that at that time, especially since there wasn't a lot of like ways to test DNA and everything, like, there's probably a lot of
Well,
people who related to
And nobody
people.
knew that there would ever be like a 23andMe or
No.
anything
Yeah.
like
Fast
that.
forward 20 years later. Yeah.
Yeah.
To
For
be
sure.
tracked down. But I feel really bad for the oldest son that is publicly aware
He's really
about.
embraced,
Yeah.
I really like how their relationship, like Billy really has brought him in.
Well,
Yeah.
and I think that Billy feels bad that he wasn't a part of his
Yeah,
life. Like, he
absolutely.
genuinely feels like he missed out on that.
He did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which was really good.
It was really nice seeing their relationship.
Yeah, amongst all his kids and his
Yeah.
grandkids. Like,
Yeah.
he is it's not somebody's dad. You're now somebody's grandpa, and you're just trying to be a good guy to be remembered, even though you're a sexual icon, like, but like, for like an impressionable, somebody blood related, I I feel now that Billy is trying to correct his wrongs. Even like, and he kind of did admit, like, yeah, my dad loved me so much. Why can't I do this for my kids?
Yeah.
You know,
And he had said that he always bumped heads with his dad, but it was just mostly because his dad loved him and wanted him to be okay. Like that.
Yeah.
And so for him to be able to share that with his family now, I mean, he's just lucky that he's alive. Like,
yeah.
you know.
One thing being alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I think there's this kind of a full circle moment sometimes in life where you become the adult and you start to realize like, oh, that's why my parents acted like this, or that must have been really hard to do this, like it humbles you a lot when you realize how hard being an adult is sometimes.
I really do like the interviews when he's with his sister, his mom type of deal. Like he just looks like, oh yeah, he was just wearing regular clothes. It wasn't leather pants. You're
right. He was wearing
I was just like, I think he was wearing shorts, like basketball shorts or something. I'm like, he's wearing regular clothes. I'm just like, Billy Brode with family as himself. It was kind of like a nice look because his mom just kind of was like, I loved her. Yeah, she's so sweet. Like, I feel like she was like, to be typecasted-ish, like the nice, sweet, motherly look, like I was just like, oh, that's.
And she loved him no matter what. I mean, his dad did too, but she was like, she would express it to him a lot.
Yeah.
To come from that kind of a family, but be like a total rocker on drugs, like that had to be hard to be his parent.
Whatever. But like, I put in so much effort, love, and I'm like, what's wrong? Exactly.
And it wasn't until his dad finally like realized like all the things that Billy had done with his career and stuff, and could appreciate how much he influenced the 80s and music, that then his dad was like, okay, like now I get it. But at the time, like he was just scared his son was gonna die. So
yeah.
I think of Billy's relationship with his dad to like translate it to like comedians of today, like young comedians, like particularly Asian comedians with their parents, but like who immigrated here. They're like, their parents were probably like, what? Why you want to be a comedian? Like they don't understand that. And I think a lot of immigrant families or families that come from another country, not in the US, are not like, don't understand.
It's a foreign concept.
Yeah. Like even so, I think even for my own family, having somebody wanting to do the arts, but like, why are you doing this? We came to this country to get better opportunities. Therefore, doctor, accountant, lawyer type of deal.
Right.
But it's very interesting to see that dynamic between the two. Like, the father came from a very traditional upbringing. You are going to be, what was he? He was in sales?
I think he did sales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sales in this corporate environment. And also, it wasn't Billy's first time in the States. He actually was living in the States when he was way younger, like 5 or something, right?
Yeah, they moved out for a short time.
Yeah. And he had like a regular American,
accent at that time.
I don't think it was an accent, but upbringing or like being aware of American values or like the neighborly.
Totally different than London's values at the time, too.
Which was so interesting when I'm all like, if the dad, let's say, extended the contract for like 10, 15 years, I think Billy would have been somebody else. I don't think it would have been British Billy Idol,
Man, his voice would sound different.
Exactly. It would be like,
because he has the accent,
I think the accent makes it so sexy.
Right. It's part of his allure.
I'm just like, Duran Duran has this British accent,
right?
Yeah.
You can't unhear it at that point. I agree. Yeah. I mean, it's just interesting to see where he came from, how it all started, what he survived, and the person that he is now. We're not all rock stars, obviously, but to see the human elements of that and to see like his struggles, but also like just realize like he went through a lot of crap a lot of times. I mean, a lot of it was brought on by his drug use, but it really humanized him more for me. He was less MTV Billy Idol and more
you got to see the real him.
Like
really like
Grandpa Idol.
Man, I don't No, you would have to have a cool grandpa name for that. Like, we call my dad's Grampio because I used to call him Daddy-O, so he's Grampio. But I feel like Billy Idol should have some cool, like,
Cool.
I think it's a standard Gran or whatever it is.
Grampy Billy, because like, right? Like,
I guess.
I don't know. They didn't talk about it. That's where they missed that. They really needed to talk about that.
The grandpa years.
Yeah. They're like, oh, he's so cute as a grandpa.
But yeah,
I feel like he could eat a Werther's original right then, and like I'd just be like,
yeah, and share stories of his youth. Like, did you know? As these kids are like, "Oh, grandpa," you know,
right. Yeah,
you don't understand. I'm
in
like,
my days.
exactly. I'm like,
I wore leather pants and no shirt.
I showed my chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you have any favorite parts in the documentary that we haven't covered, Amy?
One of my favorite Billy Idol songs is "Eyes Without a Face."
Why?
That song.
So good.
It's just I love the lyrics and
It's kind of a sexy song.
It is a sexy song.
Yeah.
It's
But I'm wondering,
slow.
like, Eyes Without a Face, right? When I'm all like, is this when he was blasted and just having sex with people that he's not looking down to connect with this person. He's
It
just
was one of the
pumping
first,
it up.
Yeah.
I didn't realize, but after Dancing with Myself, it was one of his first songs,
Mm-hmm.
like on his own.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like,
He created.
like Rebel Yell too, but yeah, just I don't know. I've always loved Eyes Without a Face. Of course, White Wedding, but
Oh wait,
yeah, Eyes Without a Face,
Yeah.
just probably one of my favorite.
I have
Really?
a poster of that in my room from an artist that's on like Instagram, and he works with The Cure and stuff. But
So why do you like that song then?
I just like. I mean, I like all of Billy Idol's music. That like the popular music. I don't
Okay, I was kind of like,
Cyberpunk. No, I listened to it. I did try.
you gave it a chance.
I gave it a chance. Like I like hearing new music and exploring music that may not be new, but it's new to me.
Yeah.
So I like trying new genres and learning music, but the stuff that I grew up listening to,
Right.
that was on the radio and on TV. So I think Eyes Without a Face for me, I don't know. There was just something. It felt like there was more to it than just like Dancing with Myself or Moni. Like it was like it just felt like there was a lot more feeling behind it.
Yeah.
And emotions.
I just think of 16 Candles. I hear that song because they play it in 16 Candles.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no.
No.
I showed my son 16 Candles because we were like, oh, we love these old movies. There's like such a racist like
element to
element
it, yeah.
to it, and I didn't remember it because the character that wasn't even part of the movie in my head.
Yeah.
And my son's like,
Oh
Mom,
my God.
what is this?
You're like, this is inappropriate, Mom.
And I'm like, okay, it was the 80s. It was a different time. It wasn't right. You're right. I didn't even realize that character was in here. I'm so sorry. Like, he was like, why would you like this movie?
I don't know this movie that well. Doesn't she get pregnant? Does she get pregnant?
No, 16 Candles. Molly
They
Ringwald.
forget
Yeah.
her birthday.
Yeah, and her
parents
sister,
forget her
sister's
16th
getting
birthday,
married.
and her sister's
Oh.
getting married, and
Yeah,
then
but there's
his
an
grandparents-
Asian character in
Yeah.
there that's like really
Her
over the
grandparents are taking in a foreign exchange student.
top. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if he's from China
Or Japan or whatever.
something, and yeah, just some of the connotations. But he ends up being
Her boyfriend?
no, he he meets a girl at the dance, and he's like, the popular.
he becomes
kind
the
of.
popular guy, and
and
she's really
Molly's-
tall, and he's like,
She's like, look at him. He's able to like meet somebody and look at me like they forget my birthday.
Yeah.
What the heck?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we could probably watch some of those movies again and be like, wow, did this really hold up anymore? But
Are you proposing movie night?
I think we could.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
We should
Yeah.
do it. Movie night.
Yeah. I was just, to me, all of those John Hughes movies are,
Some of them are better than others.
yeah,
But-
I didn't realize it. Like, because I like Breakfast Club, obviously. Like, The Breakfast Club was a really good movie. So, but there's some heavy stuff in there. So that's why I wasn't
Yeah.
like, hey, Sam, let's watch
Yeah.
The Breakfast Club. So I think that Eyes Without a Face has that emotion. It captures just that kind of emotion for that time period. And it's a powerful song.
Can it be your karaoke song? Default song?
White Wedding is something I can sing better.
You're just like back pocket ready.
The thing for
It's more
me,
upbeat.
it's such a slow song.
Yeah.
I don't usually sing slow songs when I karaoke.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, I love singing with slow songs.
And that's okay, but you
Yeah.
know, for me, I like to pump up the crowd because
Yeah.
it helps me pump up more.
Mhm.
So that's where I wouldn't do it as a karaoke song unless you had one of those rooms where you're all
Yeah, the private rooms with your friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's the only.
You're like, that's all I do.
Yeah, do not do the group, at the bar karaoke.
I do
Boys
it
and
all.
girls, people who identify as boys and girls or none, go get those private rooms. And
Besties karaoke is fun.
yeah, it's fun with your friends, but not at a karaoke
I'll do
bar,
it in front of
open room.
strangers.
No.
I will, and because to me, there's like a high to that. Like that's like pushing myself into an uncomfortable space, and so if I conquer it, then I feel really good.
Then you must be great at public speaking.
Yeah, actually,
Oh, you get a crowd going.
Oh my gosh, I almost feel like I'm going to pee my pants. But don't get me wrong. I have sing in front of strangers. Public speaking is like nothing. Like if you're able to sing in front of strangers, your stage fear of like speaking in public goes, because singing is way more harder than speaking,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can definitely see that. It leaves you vulnerable, and people are picky about music a lot of times.
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
And,
Exactly.
like, you could speak about something and people will be like, oh, give you the benefit of the doubt. But if you're singing, like if you come out and sing Whitney Houston and if you're going to sing Whitney Houston, you either have to have one of two things: a private room,
or have practiced so much.
Or you have not that bad of a voice.
Yeah.
you need to actually because that is just like it's like some of the Mariah Carey.
Oh,
you know,
God.
they touch those because like
They're hard.
and you're high,
Yeah.
and I,
Celine Dion, same thing.
Oh,
gosh, Celine.
oh no, I love
My heart
Celine.
will go on.
No, you get everybody in the room to sing it. Do
That's
not
true.
sing it alone.
Yeah, that would be more of a group
Yeah.
sing along. Yeah, for sure. But I think White Wedding is one of my go-to karaoke songs.
Yeah.
And because it's a fun song and everybody knows it and they sing along.
Yeah, and also like for some reason you could do like a flash dance with.
Oh, I love dancing.
Oh,
with karaoke,
I
too.
love. Yeah.
It's a full performance.
Yeah.
You should pantomime things. 'Cause if you pantomime, you could be like,
Oh,
you just have your hand.
you don't even need to be voice talented.
No,
If you
it's just
pantomime, oh, it's golden.
Like, put on fake sunglasses. Like you.
It's a whole vibe.
It is a vibe. Like
Yes.
if you can pantomime a song, like no one's gonna give you crap about
Yeah.
that.
Oh, pantomiming rules them all.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
What was your favorite part?
my favorite part, his startup, like
Mm.
of when he went to America as an adult, like
Yeah.
signing with
Yeah.
the record label. That was what I liked about it, and just like discovering, like, oh, because I always thought Billy Idol was very old already, but I'm all like, whoa, he was sexy when he was young. That
He
was like,
young when he first came out.
Yeah, but even so,
he was
like,
a teenager.
even though he may have been like 30, 27, I'm like,
Well, he also was.
He was a boomer.
Yeah,
Or he is a boomer because he was born November 30th, 1955.
oh my gosh. My mom's younger than Billy.
That's like when I went to
She's the same. My mom's older.
concert for the Go-Go's. Well, it's half the Go-Go's, so we call it the
Uh-huh.
Go's. But Jan Wiley was talking about how she was born in like 57, and my mom was born in 56.
Yeah,
Like, my
Belinda's
mom was
born
only
in.
1 year old. Like,
Belinda's born in, I think, in 55.
yeah, she was
Yeah.
born in 55. And to me, it's weird to me to know that my parents were the same age as the musicians that I really
Mhm.
liked.
Yeah.
That it's kind of a funny realization now because to me they were superheroes in
Yeah,
my head.
like-
They were icons.
You
Yeah.
know, he's 30 and 85. Billy.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah, that ancient to an 8-year-old.
Right, but also he was living a rough life of drugs and stuff. So
And rock and
when I
roll.
look at pictures of him in 85, I'm like, he looks like he's in his 20s. Like, he doesn't look 30,
I
you know? He
I-
had that very, like, young
Glow.
looking until he got older because of the drugs and
Yeah,
stuff. But, like, he
right.
definitely had a younger looking vibe.
Probably when I was like 18 or something, I'm all like, dude, like I said, like I think he either inspired anime characters or he copied anime characters.
yeah, his hair definitely.
yeah.
And it was like bleached down.
That's true. I
Yeah.
didn't think about that until
I'm
you
all
said
like Cowboy Bebop, all these other characters. I'm all like, he could have totally looked like that. He looked honestly cyberpunk.
That
His look was cyberpunk to me.
he
Yeah.
could play Cowboy Bebop in a movie.
Oh, hell yeah. He
Yeah,
could, like
yeah.
a villain or
Yeah, right.
whatever.
Yeah,
Hands down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grandpa Idol, please. If there is a reboot of Cowboy Bebop, you should be in it.
Yeah.
Besties, make that happen,
That would
please.
be amazing. And then he could make some music for it.
Yeah,
too.
maybe.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
you need to collaborate with Trent Reznor. Mile Roger.
Yeah.
But no. The ironic thing about Cowboy Bebop is the original producers, he loves jazz. And Billy has the voice for jazz.
He does.
And
yeah.
he can do
That'd be
it.
Interesting
Yeah.
too.
So, yeah, hands down. It would be in his wheelhouse. Produce the music too. I bless this.
Why can't we be the think tank? We're throwing it out there to the universe. Make it happen.
Besties, if you have that power, please make it happen. So for me, the song that resonated with me that I remember the most is really White Wedding, because it's like it's such an impressionable song, and it's just like this regular thing, and the belting part when
Obviously, you like the crescendo.
the crescendoing and just like definitely feeling like it just compels you to want to flash dance. Hands down, that song. I don't know why, but it just makes me want to flash dance.
It's
And pour some water.
It makes me wanna, like, pump fist.
Yeah.
Like I
The
think-
movement, yeah. A lot of movement
I
in
think
that
some
song.
of the ones that like I probably feel more flash dancing for would be like Pat Benatar.
Mine's
Like-
Modern Love from David Bowie.
Oh.
I always had this
Really?
vision when I worked in the office because I would play like music sometimes, like at a low volume, and it was like that moment in my head where it was like I could just vision myself like dancing the halls, like, and a group of us would like start dancing. It was the Alan McBeal moment every time I hear that.
That reminds me of what was that show, like the Ex-Girlfriend show or whatever, where everything was in music too. That happened.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it. Yeah,
But that's the way I think about things too. Like they literally music videos. I make my own music videos in my head all the time. I'm just like, this could be a music video right now. And
I remember seeing I have it saved. It was a picture I saw years ago on Facebook, and it says, "I can't explain, but I can find a song that can."
yeah,
And it's so true. Like there's just certain like songs or music that you can hear
connect
and it
with.
can just explain it
Mhm.
for you.
So, final question before we close out. Did you know he has a Christmas album?
No.
I would like to listen to it. I have not listened to
It is fairly recent. It was dropped on 2021, and it's all the Christmas classics. Is like White
Christmas.
White
It's
Christmas.
not White Wedding.
No, wait. And it's like with the band, it's like jazz
I
style.
gotta check this out. I do like it when singers redo like classics like that.
Yeah, but
So
that's
the
like
jazz vibe that you probably heard from that's probably, you're right. That could
Yeah.
like a crooner kind of
Okay,
voice.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like he has a voice for that because I don't think his voice has evolved at all. Like I don't
His register stayed the same.
it stayed the same even stylistically versus like even Madonna's voice has evolved a lot. Like if you compared young like 80s Madonna to like today's Madonna, it is night and day. His voice has not. Like if
That's true.
if you're into nostalgia and if Billy still does concerts, it's like going to be exactly, I feel it's going to be the same thing in the 80s type of deal.
Right.
Nothing has changed.
Yeah.
Versus like, I even think Cher's voice has iconic, the legend Cher has,
Yeah.
Sure.
her voice has, even with synthesizing, with her voice and stuff, she has adapted from
Right. Well, and a lot of people have had to do that just because their voices are changing and they've strained them too much and all the years of singing and
just like AFI.
AFI. their record that came out last year, I love it, but it is very new wave and purist of AFI like Jen, not
Still hits hard.
yeah. It's
still
good,
hits,
but it's different than regular
Yeah.
AFI.
Like
Yeah.
Jen told me, and I did not know this, besties, that the lead singer of AFI, when they dropped the new album, that he can't sing high anymore. That he did, a lot of therapy, surgery, and stuff like that to get his voice back, but he can't hit those notes. And I'm just,
Interesting.
it's
Yeah.
evolution of getting old.
Yeah,
Yeah, let me
and
look
he
at-
wasn't singing Davey wasn't singing in the range he was supposed to be. He was
Yeah.
doing a falsetto voice,
Yeah.
and if you do that and that's not naturally your voice, it'll strain, and he couldn't get it back. It's so that's why he has done more songs where he has a gravelly voice now.
Yeah.
Because that's actually his range, so it won't strain him as much.
Do you know how they got falsetto voices back then?
No.
They would, the kids would get, young boys would be castrated.
Oh.
Oh.
And they kept it for the rest of their life because
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
back in
wow.
the
like back in the
like
early middle age times.
middle age.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, like wow.
No, thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Like your music career has begun.
I don't. You do not have to sacrifice that for music, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, so either you have to evolve or you have to sing exactly like where your range is and not,
Yeah, not like or just retire. That's it.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when the Phantom of the Opera singer, the original cast, like that when that guy retired, oh, it was sad. The original Phantom retired his voice. I'm like, but that's the voice of the Phantom, like in
Wasn't
my
his name
head.
Michael something or something.
Let's see.
Oh, I can't remember. My mom saw a Phantom with him in it too.
Wanted to see it. The name of it, just so if anyone wants to check it out, the name of the AFI album that I'm talking about, it came out in October 2025, is Silver Bleeds the Black Sun. And it's very new wave. And Davey, as your brother said, Amy, Andy said, it's like he's reached his ultimate, like, Pokemon evolution. So I would say check it out. It's a really good
Yeah.
album.
Oh, Michael Crawford.
I
is the
knew it.
original.
Crawford. That's
I
right.
knew it was Michael.
Yeah, my mom.
Oh
saw
man,
him. She said
that
he was the
I
best.
almost said
Phantom.
Michael
is the
Crichton.
best
That's
Phantom.
awful.
That's what she said. He was.
Oh,
Yeah.
like even I still have the CD for that. God, it hits
So
so
good.
good.
Oh, yeah, I was in junior high school musical production when that was like at its height of fame.
Everybody wanted
And
to be
we
Phantom.
we sang a melody, like a mix of all of the Phantom songs.
Oh, I love Phantom.
But then I finally saw the Phantom. I didn't get to see it live, but I saw it like a production of it during the pandemic,
Uh-huh.
and it was an England one. And then I was like, "Whoa, this story is real dark." Like,
Yeah.
like he like kidnaps her. It's like Munchausen. No, it's not Munchausen syndrome. The other one where like Patty Hearst, where you fall in love with your captor. It's really like I was like, "Whoa, this is warped." I just like the music. I was like, "Metro Radio," like that. Was,
Yeah.
I love it.
yeah.
Oh,
It's one of my favorites.
we should go see Phantom together.
Yeah, and Les Mis is probably like the next favorite.
Have you
Yeah,
seen
fine.
Evita?
No.
Oh my gosh, I think I've seen Evita like
Oh,
I
like
feel like
to
1,000
I saw
times.
Wicked.
Yeah,
live.
Wicked.
Wicked's great.
And
Wicked's good
Chicago.
first act, right?
Yeah.
And then it just falls apart second act.
I love Chicago.
Chicago
Oh, yeah.
is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, we should go see a musical.
yes.
Yeah, we should do that.
Girl dates.
That was then there's a bunch out right now too. One day I will see it live.
It's a treat.
So
Like
good.
when you see
And the
it.
sets and stuff like that. When I've seen the
So
set design,
good.
it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Like I
When the
saw.
chandelier comes down.
Yeah,
The chandelier
it's
part.
so hard for them to do that every night.
If you can see it at the Pantages, because it's it's good seats everywhere. It doesn't-
Right.
Versus like the Searstorm when you're just like, I think I should have brought binoculars.
So yeah, there's,
But like the chandelier part, it translates very well at the Pantages versus the Searstorm. You're like, I don't know.
what just happened?
Yeah, exactly. I'm all like,
And
I
I've only
think I'm
seen
too
it.
far.
Yeah.
No, I could see
So
that.
good.
All right. Well, thank you, Amy, for being on the show and getting to talk about Billy Idol. And now we know.
This is great.
Yeah.
So much fun.
We've got a totally 80s Amy here.
Yeah.
She can talk about music genres and we can go to musicals together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds good.
absolutely.
Thanks for being on the show,
Thank
Yeah.
you for
Mr.
having me.
Cuz. I know,
Alright.
we're excited to have you.
All right. So, Jen, how's your health meter?
I think my health meter's doing pretty good right now. I'm doing more stretching.
Nice.
Yeah. You've inspired me to stretch more, and that is helping a lot with my muscle tension from commuting to work. So I feel like I'm probably like a 7 right now, which is good because I was really struggling for a while there. So how about you? What's your health meter?
7, 8.
Like, Are you doing the splits yet?
No. I was trying to do it today. Like,
I'm sure, yeah, because when we interviewed Corey, he was asking about
Yeah,
why
it's
she
like,
did the splits.
how close to the floor are you? And I'm all like, I tried to do it today. I don't think I'm 6 inches away. I'm like more like 10, 12. I'm probably a foot away
Probably
from the
still
floor.
better than I could ever do, but yeah.
I need a YouTube how to get closer to the floor, like some tips or something.
Maybe Pilates too.
No, Pilates definitely will
Yeah.
get you there because you can tug, like, yeah, you can tug on the ropes, like the apparatus to help you get there.
Yeah.
But doing it naturally, like home done, it's a little bit harder. Like, the weather's getting hotter, so I know I can bend or become more flexible because of the heat.
Right.
Yeah.
Or you go like one of those sauna classes, and
Oh hell no!
I've done yoga sauna. It's
I
it
cannot.
was too much. It was
Yeah.
intense.
Yeah.
It's intense. I can barely breathe.
Yeah. I had an asthma attack doing it.
That'd be rough.
Yeah. It's the heat. It's totally bad.
So, Amy, what's your health meter?
I would say probably 8.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel good?
And the best I've felt in a while.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's good. We all could use some,
Yeah.
some good health. I hope all of our besties are having
Feeling
good health.
good.
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause it affects everything for
Right.
sure.
Yeah.
And how's wedding planning going?
Wedding planning is still a process, but I did write some vows, so that
It's going.
it's going. Like we're using music lyrics for our vows, so
Are you gonna
That's
sing it?
awesome.
we're not going to sing it probably because
Just talk.
it's different. It's different lyrics. Like, but he hasn't done his yet. But I sent mine to our officiant already. So.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
She's working on different kinds of ceremonies and what kind of things we want to do for it. But yeah, so that's where we're going. Progress is being made, and invitations hopefully will be done soon.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited. How was the job hunt?
Man, I feel like there's like less job positions now.
Yeah.
Like, so it's going, and it's just
You're doing your best.
yeah, exactly. I'm just so I don't know. No.
It's not easy out there, besties. If you need a really good UX person, Jen would be your girl. So you could reach out to her. She can help you with all the web stuff.
Yeah. So, can you tell where the besties, where they can find us or contact us?
Yes, of course. You can find us Instagram, life.generally with a J. And Facebook, we have the Life Generally podcast group that is on Facebook. So you can go and follow us there. And you can email us anytime at lifegenerallywithaj@gmail.com.
If you would like to financially support us, i.e., I don't have a job, please help me out to support the podcast. You can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/lifegenerally. So any contributions to the podcast will go to the podcast. I will not be pocketing the money.
Every dollar and cent will go back to, and no amount is too small.
And you can find that information in the show notes. So just before we go, I want to let you know that our podcast, new episodes drop on Thursday nights between 9 to 12 at night. However, you will definitely get them on your Fridays in the morning so that it can either start your early morning commute or your laundry folding like I do.
Amy listens to us every
Friday.
Thank you so much. I love you, hearts. Besties, you can also support us by finding us on our socials, liking us, following us, liking the podcast on your preferred podcast streaming service, and
Share our podcast with your friends and family.
yes,
Spread the word.
spread the word about life generally. All right. Jen, do you have any last words?
It's a nice day to start again.
Amy, do you have any nice words?
You took it right out of my mouth.
She's going to start singing Phantom. What about you, Jen? Any last words?
I don't know if drugs or rock and roll will deteriorate your body that fast anymore after
I
watching
thought you were
this.
going to say that you're going to make leather pajamas. I just thought that's where you were going.
If only I could afford them. If only. All right, besties. Until next time. Jet squared out.